And back to the nightmare that is Endor Hunt. Hopefully I don't get a bad spawn again, game. Seriously, game, please don't.
Let's see. If I may contribute my thoughts as to why, as to what constitutes a good game. By today's standards, in terms of a game, in regards to games that are intended to be open world, it shouldn't just be the main narrative that. It shouldn't just be the main narrative that's the game. There should be a variety of side quests,
teddy bear,
well-developed side characters, other areas to explore.
Uh-oh.
And that's what Ride to Hell Retribution was supposed to be initially, an open world biker game where you worked your way up through the ranks of a biker gang. And the reason why the game ended up failing was because the original publisher had gone bankrupt and they lost all their funding. So so in a rush they had to cobble together every pre-existing asset that they had. And that's how we ended up getting one of the worst games of all time, especially because...
Well, no, it's not one of the worst games of all time. I will stop you right there. It's not that
universally
bad.
regarded as one of the worst games of all time, but for us it wasn't the most painful thing we've...
Yeah.
For us, we didn't find it too painful.
I'll say... It's one of the worst AA game. Like... It's one of the worst, like, standard games, I'd say. Not counting Steam Garbo. And crap. Basically for, like, your standard console game that's run-of-the-mill, generic console game, it's bad. It's one of the worst. But when you take into account the Garbo that's on Steam that Valve definitely needs to get rid of and clean up, it's actually not that bad. Like, compared to anything we've played before, it's really bad, but in terms of, like, overall, it's actually, in the grand scheme of things, not actually that bad. It's just most people, it's like you've barely heard of the older, and also, it's mostly older games that actually rule the worst games of all time.
You mean like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on NES?
Yes. And
Not
a certain game
that
may or may not have an entire landfill dedicated to it.
E.T.
I wasn't going to name it. Dang it! The
Well,
Ewok made me kill my teammate.
Don't follow the Angry Video Game Nerd or know about or have a lot of knowledge on video game history, so I figured I'll give you a spoiler alert. And we're doing a much better job than we did the first time on this map.
Nope. Ewoks on the hill.
That's your pistol?
Yep.
I didn't know your pistol could had a scope like that.
Yeah, the pistol does have a scope, if you're in first-person mode.
Okay.
Many of the guns do, actually.
But I am in third-person mode, so...
Yeah.
Alright, just one more and we got this.
Got him! Woo!
Haha, yeah.
And this time I didn't die! Yay!
11 to...
Oh, 26-11.
26.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I got a killing
Oh,
spree.
wait, no, it's 27. Public enemy.
I wonder why it does that.
I don't know.
And no deaths this time.
Yeah.